Hey Kids Church, welcome to our another video lesson, Kids Church at Home. This is the third week of January. We've had a great month so far. This is Pastor Leaf. Remember, we've already um, talked about how God makes things grow in week one, and then this past week we did Pastor Joni and Mia did doing good. Well, today I want to talk about goals. Goal! No, I'm not talking about scoring a goal in a soccer game. I'm talking about goals that we make in life. In your house somewhere, do you have either in your room or in a closet door markings that you check how tall you've gotten, that measure your height and how old you were, and you check to see how tall you're getting? If you have one of those in your house where you keep track of how tall you've gotten, but you haven't done it in a while, when this video is over, make sure that you go and check your height. Do a new check, put a new mark there. I want you to do that after the video. But goals are important. We have different goals. Maybe you're watching and you play an instrument. How many out there play an instrument? Do you play the drums? Do you play the flute? Do you play the guitar? Do you play the piano? And maybe a goal is to learn a certain song that you want to play, or maybe you're gonna perform for the school or in a recital. Maybe there's a school subject that you don't that's a little harder than others. For me, it was always math. What's your school subject that's hard? Is it English? Is it math? Is it writing? Is it reading? Is it science? Whatever your school subject that's hard, maybe the goal is that this next report card you want to get at least a B on that in that school subject. Maybe one of your goals is saving money. Maybe you're saving money because whether you're working at little jobs around the house, or you get an allowance, or you get gifts, maybe you're saving money to buy that video game, or to buy that slime kit, or maybe it's to buy a special doll, or Lego set. So maybe you have a goal to save. Well, in the Bible, there was a guy, his name was Paul. He's an apostle. That means he was someone who saw Jesus and worked for God, and he served God, and he shared the message of God. Well, Paul had goals. And in 2 Corinthians 5:9, one of his letters, Paul writes this: Our only goal is to please God, whether we live here or there. Let me read that again. It says, Our only goal is to please God, whether we live here or there. Now, Paul wrote most of the New Testament, and he says, One of my goals is to please God. And so he had a goal, and he traveled all over the place. In the kids' church room, we have this pole that has directions and miles to different places. New York City, the North Pole, Disneyland. How many people miss Disneyland? That orange one. But Paul had some goals. One of Paul's goals was to travel to different places so he could share the message of God's love, and he could share the good news about Jesus. So he had goals. And one of the places he wanted to travel to most was Rome. He talked about wanting to get to Rome, and he finally gets there at the end of the book of Acts. Is there anywhere you want to travel to? Do you want to go to Hawaii? Do you want to go to Alaska? Do you want to go to Disney World? Maybe talk to your mom or dad or whoever's with you about where you'd like to go. Paul also had the goal of visiting people that he had, people where he started churches, and he wanted to visit them and spend time with them and enjoy company with them. Is there anyone you miss seeing that you haven't seen in a while since COVID? And then one of other Paul's goals was he wrote letters. Most of what's in the Bible is he wrote letters to check in on how the churches were doing, how they were growing in their faith, how they were handling problems. Is there anyone you could write a letter to? Did you get the letter from Pastor Joni? Well, Paul had all these goals, and he said, again in 2 Corinthians 5:9, our only goal is to please God, whether we live here or there. Another place in Colossians 3:17, he goes, so whatever you do in word or deed, do everything to please God. Wow, that sounds like a lot, right? So what are some of the ways we could please God? What are some of the goals we have? Well, maybe one goal is we could say thank you more to our parents, or to the adult in our house who helps us. Maybe we can make a goal to be nicer to our brother or sister if you have a sibling. Maybe another goal is to not lie. I'm gonna not lie. I'm gonna stop saying lies. Maybe another goal is to share with others. You want to do better at sharing. Or maybe a goal is to overcome fear. There's all these different goals we can have. In the kids' church room, there's this big prize and candy station, and you would bring your tickets based on how many tickets you accumulated, and the goal was to get enough tickets to get maybe your favorite prize or your favorite candy. Well, there's a better prize than candy or gifts. There's a better goal than gift prizes or candy. There's the goal of pleasing God. So there's different things we can do, but I want to give you 4 quick things, and they're not hard, they're easy. Two of them are for every day, then one is for every week, and one is for every month. So 4 goals. Goal number 1, read one chapter a day with your parents or someone in your family. Read one chapter in the Bible a day with either alone or with someone in your family. Here's another goal each day. Pray for at least 3 friends. Pray for at least 3 friends. Pray that God would be with them, protect them, bless them, help them. Pray for 3 friends a day. Then a weekly goal, could be, let's look at it, do one good deed each week. Think of one good deed you could do each week. And then the monthly goal is to memorize one Bible verse. So maybe this verse, 2 Corinthians 5:9, our only goal is to please God, whether we're here or there. So again, one day, every day, read at least one chapter in the Bible, either alone or with family. Every day, pray for 3 friends. Every week, do at least one good deed. And every month, memorize at least one verse. Those are some great goals. Enjoy it. Again, if you want to watch past videos or watch this video again or get the lesson sheet or look at the other memory verses, check out the church website. It's coming on the screen right now, and go to Kids Church at Home. Have a great day, and may you reach all the goals, not just saving money, not just doing well in school, not just playing an instrument or doing good in sports, but the goals of growing up and becoming everything God has for you. Now go check if you've gotten taller. See you next week.